This is take two of this. I have some little notes from January the 4th, 2024, and I want to try to get through them a little bit cleaner than I did the last time, girl. Okay, so today I am dissecting the cliche phrase, we are family and we need to stick together. This is always said whenever you're trying to come to me. I don't like disagreements. I like to try to hash it out. Most times I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to overlook it. I'm going to say, is that even large enough for me to even address? But after a while, I get tired of doing that. And when I don't address it, it's alerting you that what you're doing is okay, right? So when you do try to address it, to squash it so we can move past it, this is what people love to tell you. Okay, so we are family. We need to stick together. This is the go-to phrase when there is any type of argument or disagreement. Most times, this phrase is thrown out as a way to just trump the dispute. But when this blanket statement is just thrown out, it's like putting the dispute in freeze mode. And a true resolution is never arrived to. And is sure to arise again later. I do believe that true love of family should be quick to resolve disputes, but it also is not afraid to correct family members when they are truly in the wrong. I don't know about all families, but this is how my family functions. Well, dysfunctions. We are so quick to not acknowledge the conflict and what continues to lead us down the road to destruction of the family unit, because it's hard to unite where there is conflict. The conflict is still there, it just gets buried. More dirt thrown over the true source of the confusion. What the other bystanding family members should have done is become mediators within the dispute rather than just prematurely bury it like it's dead. We bury the dead, not the living. And believe me, the situation is still living and breathing. That's why we need to, I know they'll say, oh, you don't need to be fighting about this. Y'all need to just come together. No, some disputes have to be had. They have to be settled. That's why you go to court. Some things have to be mediated. Some things have to be determined because each person sees their own point of view, right? But outside standing family members should also be able to see, okay, hold on. What you kind of did is a little foul, and you say you love this person, so you probably shouldn't be doing that. Like, we really need to acknowledge those things, bring out that evidence. Okay, hold on, but you kind of did this to that person, and that's not cool. Like, if I love you, I should be able to tell you that. I should be able to. Love does correct. Love does not allow you to keep going around out there in the world flaw. Love corrects. And a lot of times you have to get things right in your relationships with your family before you can go out in the world and get relationships right with others outside of your family. Those are your first learning lessons of family. And a lot of us are dysfunctional because of things that happen in our childhood and things like that. But you can't go out into the real world with that dysfunction, right? So this statement irks me. It's always thrown out there. Oh, we family. Or there's another one that I need to write about. I can actually continue on this one, but another one I need to write about is when they say life is too short. Life is too short for us to be fighting like this. Life is too short for y'all to be going back and forth. But guess what else life is too short for? Life is too short for me to keep telling you that what you're doing is hurting me. I don't appreciate what you're doing. And you do it and you do it and you do it and you do it. And you're not trying to change what you're doing. My life is too short for me to keep enduring mistreatment that I don't deserve, right? So I cannot stand that. Like, it's almost like, hey, I don't want to pick sides. Both of y'all are my family. So I'm going to just stay in the middle, neutral, and this will all just go away. But the whole situation never goes away until addressed. You have to address it, you have to correct it, you have to hear both sides. Both sides have to be able to get out what they need to say, and then it could be settled. You come to agreement, you set up boundaries, and then we move past it. But yeah, that, hey, we need to just get along because we family. We need to come together. The family does need to come together, but it needs to come together on a healthy note. We don't need to come together and just always excuse the mess that you bring to the family, right? We need to come together and we're a better unit together when we're whole and healthy and really. All right, guys. I'm about to go hang out with my little nephew, niece, nephew, my daughter, my sister, and my little grandbaby. So, yes, and teach this next generation how to solve so they don't get so stuck in their ways and stuck in life like we have become. The previous generations, we have really dropped the ball, and we need to make sure the newer generations know how to truly treat people that they call family. All right. See you, Cadillac.